What is up, everybody? Greg2G here. Today we're going to be talking about the magic stones in Raziel. How you get them, where you get them, what do you do with them, how do you fill them up with stuff, all the best practices and that sort of thing. But before we get started, please hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell, hit the like or dislike. It helps me very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so let's go in and start just looking at the magic stones and explaining what they do and all that stuff. So we have two different stones, they're G stone and H stone, which stands for guardian stone and hunting stone. So guardian stones are typically more defensive in nature, and then hunting stones are more offensive. So a lot of the guardian stones are only triggered once you are hit, and the hunting stones trigger when you hit an enemy. But there is one guardian stone that does trigger when you hit an enemy. Just one. Anyway, so how do we get these and all that good stuff? So as you can see here, there are different rarities. There's the yellow rare ones and the orange legendary ones. So the best way to get these, and this is something I actually really kind of messed up on, because I didn't really, when I hit level 60 or when I finished the story, I didn't really want to go do any more like the hard story missions or anything. I was like, I'm done with this. I just assumed that you pretty much get gear and XP and that sort of thing. What I didn't know was that basically in all these missions, you get a lot of the filler for the magic stones and also a lot of stuff for your soul lamps. So it's really important to actually go and farm and finish all of these. So for example, if we look at chapter 10:6 here, you see here obtainable items. We can get magical filler material 1, hunting cores, guardian cores, and legendary magic stones. So the legendary ones can drop. I have not seen one drop myself, but they can drop from these. And then these cores actually allow you to craft magic stones. Once you get 300 hunting cores, you can craft a magic legendary hunting core, for example. And this goes for the same for all of the chapters. Every chapter 1 through 10, the last mission of every chapter, you can get these cores and also get these filler and stuff as drops. One thing to note though, one thing really important, is that not only do you get those just from killing the boss at the end of the mission, but also you get them from all the blue mobs and yellow mobs that you find in the mission area. So definitely take the time to clear out the whole mission area, kill everything, so you can get the maximum amount of magic filler and all that stuff that you can. And as you see here, like you can get some magic stones and stuff from these other missions as well, but just for the sake of time, me personally, I just stick to doing the last mission of every single one of these, because it's just it's I know some people actually go and farm every single mission of this, and I just don't have that time. But yeah, you can actually get more stuff from the other missions if you have the time for it. Now let's talk about the filler in particular. So maybe you went and did some of these missions already, and you're wondering like, okay, so I got a bunch of filler, what do I actually do with it? There's a lot of different rarities and all that stuff. The first thing you really want to do though is actually go into your item inventory here and go under materials, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom until you see, and you'll see your filler down here at the bottom. Like here, for example, we have armor piercing, 3 of these. We can compose these and upgrade that gray up into a blue rarity. Same with this one, upgrade that into a blue rarity, and this one as well. Now we don't want to actually compose everything here, because certain stats we don't really want. So when you compose these, it keeps the same stat. So if I compose this right here, I would get a blue gem with extra reduction. I don't care about extra reduction, so I don't want to do that, because there's another thing we can do with these that's better for the ones that we don't actually want to use. Same with extra damage. I don't want any extra damage, so I don't want to compose those. And I do actually want to compose that though. Attack is good. And what about this one? That's another attack. Eh? Why can't I compose these? Yeah, okay, no idea why I can't compose this right here. That must be a bug or something. But yeah, there's other stuff here like the HP. I'll never use any HP filler, so I don't want to compose that because here's the other thing we can do with these fillers that's kind of nice. So we close out of our inventory here, and then we go into M.Stone in the menu here, and then we go to refining. So refining. Okay, when you look at refining at first, it's kind of confusing. You see all these different numbers. There's different like tiers, I guess, for the different fillers and stuff. So it's best to just go, because you can't combine like a tier 1 with a tier 2. So you just want to click on one of these, and then basically scroll all the way to the right, and you look for the ones that you don't really want. So I don't want magic resist. And how this works is, so you put 2 of these in here. You can put up to 4 in there, but I don't recommend doing that because yeah, it's just a waste of materials, because putting 2 in here, you still have a very good chance of getting a blue, and the blue that we get will be, or whatever we get, it might be also a white one, but whatever we get, it will be different stats. So we don't want magic resist. Let's go ahead and combine these. And we got a blue normal attack. Yes, that's really nice. I really want I really need more of those normal attack ones. So yeah, this is and the annoying thing is every time you do this, you have to reset. But yeah, go through here, look for stuff you don't want. I don't want physical armor. I don't want extra damage. We'll go ahead and combine those. And we got a blue magic piercing. Very, very nice. Very, very good luck on these ones today. So yeah, for anything that you don't really want, you want to go in here in the refining section, combine 2 together, and try to get a different stat. But for the stats that you do want, you actually want to make sure that you compose those so you don't lose that stat. Okay, so we also have a few legendaries here. This I have not tried yet, so I have a couple legendary fillers here that I don't want. So like I said, I don't really want extra damage. I don't want HP, I guess that's a lot of HP. Maybe I'll keep that HP. I don't want pierce, and I don't want extra damage. So here I can combine these 2 legendaries, and I should have pretty much a 99% chance of getting another legendary with a different stat. I haven't tried this yet, so hopefully it works. Let's see. Nice skill attack. I'll take that. I'll take that. So yeah, for any stats you don't want, you want to come in here into refining and just combine 2 together and hope for the best. You can try to play around with combining 4 or more. I did that a couple of times and it didn't really seem to make much of a difference. Even sometimes it actually looked like it reduced the chances. So it was kind of weird. So like I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one it actually increased the chances, but yeah, a couple of times it actually reduced the chances. But it's like, I would say even just combining 2, you have like I would say 70% chance of getting a blue or the next rarity, whatever it is. It's always, when you combine 2 together, you always get a really good chance to get the next rarity up. So like I have a blue P armor here and a blue magic resist, so now I have a moderate chance for a yellow here. So I go ahead and combine those, and like I said, I think this is like at least a 70% chance of is that a legendary? No, it can't be. Was that a that couldn't be a legendary, right? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the first time that has happened, but yeah, it would have been, I would say, at least 70% chance to get a yellow, and yeah, you'd still have a chance to get a legendary from combining lower level stuff too. So yeah, I recommend only combining 2 things together. Anyway, so what we do with the filler, so you see here I have a couple of stones here that I haven't actually put anything in yet, because I'm kind of just waiting until I get some really good fillers, at least rare quality or above. So yeah, you could fill this up with blue fillers and stuff like that, and then you could try to backtrack and get that filler out later on. But the chances of that are actually pretty slim, and I would, because I did this in beta, and actually I mentioned this in one of my videos, I think about things you should know or something like that going into the game. And one thing I really messed up on is I filled up one of these things with first of all, I wasn't using the correct stat to activate the legendary effect, so I filled it up with like all skill attack or something, because I wanted skill attack. And yeah, of course I had a stone that required like attack or magic piercing or something, so I did that, and I was like, oh, okay, it didn't activate. Damn, I'm stupid. So I went to backtrack to pull out some of my filler, and then yeah, I basically got it back like 2 out of the 5 things I put in there. So yeah, it's a very low chance to get all this stuff back in there, at least in my experience. Maybe I was just unlucky, but yeah, once you do put filler in here, make sure you're putting in the right stat that the stone requires to activate its special ability, and that's pretty much it. Once it's in there, you have a really very small chance of getting it out. So personally, I would wait until you have some higher level materials. So here, for example, I have attack. I should fill this up with attack stuff. I have 2 rare attack things. I think I'm gonna wait on that because yeah, I need to get, I want to have at least 1 legendary attack thing in there, because I need to get to 460, and this only gives me 80 to 133. So at best, I'm getting to 266, which is not even close to what we need. So yeah, this is one of the very long processes in this game, is getting filler and getting these stones, getting the right stat that you want on your stone. So like, if you have a stone that uses physical armor, that requires physical armor, then you probably don't want to use that stone. You probably want to try to get a different stone, unless you really think physical armor is decent for your class. Then yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And same thing goes with the other stones too. And there's the other thing here is that they all have a certain amount of filler slots that they can have. I think between 6 to 9. So for legendaries, you get 7 to 9, and then the rare versions you get 6 to 8 slots there. So you also want to try to get one with the maximum amount of slots if you can. Unfortunately, I only got 8 here, but I guess it's better than 7. But yeah, I could have gotten 9 on this one. But yeah, I'm happy with this one because the stat attack is nice. 8 slots. This was my very first legendary that I crafted. It could have been like 7 slots or 9 slots, but the filler stat would be like armor piercing, which I don't need. That would have sucked. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one that I got. So I want to give a special shout out to basically the whole community at large, and in particular a guy on the official Discord named Flaxy. He's been the main filler, M.Stone filler and guru on the Discord, and he's got like all this information. He's farming these missions every day, pretty much all of them, and yeah, he's going hard on this. He's let us know basically all the best practices and going to farming these, that you should, the information about killing all the rare, the blue mobs and the yellow mobs in the missions, and just how you can actually farm this stuff, because it is actually very hard to get this stuff. This is one of the more rare things. I think this, I don't know, between gems and M.Stones and M.Stone filler, it's hard to say. I feel like M.Stones and M.Stone filler are maybe a bit harder to get, but yeah, it's pretty close between those two. Those are the 2 biggest things to impact your stats in the end game, and yeah, they're both really pain in the ass to get. So at least try to farm out all the last missions of every chapter in Shuttlegate if you can. See, I don't even get it done every day. I wish I could, but yeah, that's the way to get the M.Stone filler. At least the best ways to get it right now, and how you can combine your fillers and even gamble to try to get even more rare versions for less filler. And that's going to do it for this video, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like or dislike button. Follow me on twitch.tv/greg2g or twitter.com/greg2g. And we'll see you guys next time in the next video. Stay safe out there. Peace and GG's.